Hello, I'm going to show how to get started with BLL. So how do we find BLL on the internet? If I go to Google and write BLHTML BLL, this is the host of BLL, and that is in combination we can get to the BLL subpage on BLHTML. And if we go here, we can see this is the web page in the beginning of 2017, and 4.1 is just released. And up here we have the download page, and then we have two download here. It's one is the developer, and then it's one basic. One basic is like a portal version of BLL, where you can the smallest possible build for just writing code or only having a text editor. This one, the only difference is that we have a console edition inside here, and we have the option to put an icon on the final execute file that we're going to make. We can also set file properties on the file. So if we click the developer, we're going to here get this BLL developer RAR, and if we unRar this, extract it here. Sorry, we get this BLL folder, and as I described, the only difference is with this version is that it have this BLL console edition, and in this folder you have all these extra files. In the basic one you only have the build.bat, and if you want a console for faster output, you can use this BLL. Otherwise, you only use this edit, a text editor that can handle your BLL file. So this is how it's going to look like when you start BLL for the first time. You get this welcome text document that describe in 3 steps how to get started. F9 to open close the console, and then the step 2 is to choose the resolution that you want, and in my case I want full resolution, and then I can press this one to make it big. And then he also say that you need to press Ctrl Alt F8 and F9 to, because if I go to the next file it's going to not having this layout, so I need to F8 and F9 so I can have the same layout. And if I now control page down, I can go to the different sample file that you have in when you start up. And if we go here, we can see that if we mark this text, we can use the built-in tab function in the editor. If I tab, it's going to increase the tab, and if I press shift tab, it's going to decrease the tab. So we don't need to do this manually. And the next thing about the editor, when you have a BLL file, you're going to have autocomplete for Lua and BLL. So for example, if we press Lee, we're going to get 3 options for all the Lee word that he suggested. And if we press list control and continue writing, we can see that this is all the sub function that list control have. So, and then we can only press enter and choose one of the option. So with this autocomplete, you don't really need to learn all this sub function. You can also stand on the word, the function itself, and press F1. And now we are in the help text, and here we can see all the subfunction that list control have. And we see here now we are on menu, and this is all the subfunction. And also I help, if you want to create a list control, you can just copy this and go back to the document, and then you can mark it out, and then we can, right here we can see the next one is the ID, and then we have the name and the parent, and then what bitmap we want to use to our list control, and then we have what position we want, and so on. So you don't really need to learn the order of this property for the function. You can only go to the function. If we, for example, go to OpenGL, we have the same here. We have a new. We can. It's like if we want to make a OpenGL, we only go there, and then it's like we can copy in, and then we can open GL, and then we can see here new. And the same here is like we want our OpenGL, and the same here, the name and the parent, and so on. So as I say, we don't really need to learn all this parameter because we have it in the help. And the next thing is, if I now here I make a variable is equal 8, and if I press A, it's going to show up A. But if I going to make a B here and I press A, you can see that our AAA is not longer there, and it changed it to AAB. And I can even remove it, and it's like press A and we see it, now it's completely gone again. So it's like update the index list of the variable and function in real time. So if I want to make a new function here, we make a function, remove this, and I want to make a new function, hello. Then we see that we have hello there. I can remove it, and I can move it here, and I can see that now the hello is here in our list. So I can walk around by Alt, left and right to our function. And then I have Control R for reload the file. So now all this is how the file look like. I need to save this file again. We can run it to see if it's working. And this is actually the animation program. So if we go back, we can see we take we load the file, and it's like run the animation. And you can go around with all this file and test them out. For example, kill me now is a program with all the objects you currently have in BLL. And the point is, if I kill this window, I actually kill all this function, and I can recreate them again. If you want help with BLL, you have in the beginning here you have BLLchat. So if you start this, we can see here is the server, and if I press F5, I'm going to log into this server, and we can see here that is BLL is log on, and we can say hello, and then BLL answer back. and I have this horrible alert signal, so everyone in the room is going to wake up. So that is if you have question. You can always go here in the and go in forum for getting help, but forum is at the moment not so active. I hope this introduction of how to get started of BL was for help, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.